phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. Madam Carolla, this is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. I think this now the 5th time I've said that today.
Yes.
News Radio's Andy Dick is here. Wednesday night.
If your headphones aren't on.
Turn your headphones up, Andy.
Oh, I can hear you guys.
9:30 on NBC and now in syndication.
It's on twice a day. You get 2 dicks.
How many
dicks.
How many episodes do you need to complete to sort of be eligible for syndication?
Double dick. What?
It's going to be a long day.
It's going to be long. I think 100. And we hit 100, I think, this year.
Is that usually about, it seems to me about 4 seasons will get you into syndication.
A double dick season. I'm sorry. I'm in a goofy mood.
Andy?
No, it takes about 4 years.
He's usually so stoic. It's like interviewing Tony Randall. It takes
how funny you are.
Takes about 4 or 5 seasons. Is that correct?
4 or 5 seasons.
So, but has News Radio been on since '93?
I love Tony Randall. I love.
Remember the Odd Couple? Seasons, I think.
Remember the Odd Couple? And he has that cane, and Jack Klugman drops that piece of paper, and he like stabs it with his cane or his umbrella. He's like,
Oh yeah.
Garbage.
Andy going right with the visual humor, right at the top of the radio show.
Come on. What was the question?
The question was, what year did News Radio come on the air?
About 5 years ago, so you do the math. You do the math.
I can't believe that.
And
5 years.
Stop me if I'm wrong, but News Radio...
We've been a solid 68!
But here's the deal with News Radio.
We have not been... Go ahead.
It came out of the chutes, it did all right, then it lagged for a while, but people were devoted to the show, they really liked the show, it's a really good show.
It's the critics' darling. That's what they call it. The critics love it, people love it, but no one watches it.
But here you are.
A solid 68.
Here you are in the 5th season, you're in syndication, everyone knows the show, and we
were actually number 27, I think, our first show, when dealing with Phil.
Here's my prediction.
That was good.
My prediction is 2 years from now, the show will be consistently in the top 10, and people think it was on the air for 3 years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't see it. I don't know.
I think so.
I keep thinking this is the last year, but who knows?
But look at the attrition rate in this business, and the fact that you're on your 5th season.
If it keeps going, if it goes for 10 years like a Cheers, then I will be a 40-year-old office boy.
That's right.
That is not gonna.
That's the beauty of TV and makeup.
You could be a 29-year-old high school student like some of these shows.
Exactly. I don't want to do that. I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'm going to join your cast. I'm going to join the Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew cast.
All right. There's always a slot open.
Here I am.
Right. Well, let's start right now. Why don't you get me some coffee and freshen that up?
That's how I'm going to... Oh, okay.
All right, let me plug your gig. Could we do that, Andy?
Dick.
Andy Dick's Circus of Freaks. This is October 10th. Is that this Saturday?
This Saturday night at the Key Club.
8 o'clock. And that's on Sunset and here in Los Angeles.
Practically sold out.
What is
practically?
What is that event, Andy?
It is an autobiographical. You know what? I wanted to change the name, but it's too late. Everybody loves the circus vibe, and it does have a circus vibe in the beginning. I wanted to change the name to the Andy Dick Story, a trippy musical in one act. Because it's about an hour and 15 minutes of just trippy, freakish vignettes, songs and monologues that are very autobiographical, that have to do with me, my issues about being adopted, drug use, rehab. You know, I haven't been back since I've been out of rehab. I couldn't wait to talk to you, Dr. Drew.
Really?
You're a specialist. You're an addiction specialist.
Whatever you want to talk about, I don't know. Push it.
Diction.
Remember the traditions.
If the Andy, don't take this the wrong way, but if it's a show about your issues...
I'm a friend of Bill W.
It should run longer than an hour and 15. This should be Woodstock.
It's just, let me tell you. The Woodstock of issues. It should be, but I don't want to bore people. It's very masturbatory in that it's all about me,
right.
But I try to make it entertaining for the kiddies. I try to make it. It's kind of in between a rock opera and me just mumbling to myself in front of a mirror in a bathroom.
And your band, the Bitches of the Century.
Yeah, the all-male band.
Will be in here a little bit later
good.
on this evening to
Yes.
play a little live. And
Yeah,
are you
good.
going to be singing?
I'm going to be a singing.
And it's a song you wrote?
I wrote all the lyrics. I wrote the whole show, and these guys wrote the music. Different.
And what was the sort of? I didn't know you were musically inclined, and maybe we'll find out he's not. But
What inspired you?
yeah,
Well,
what inspired you?
Okay, I answered this question once before. Somebody asked. I'm not the best singer. You know, everyone can sing. Everyone can sing. Everyone can sing, just like everybody has nipples. You know what I mean? It's something we can do it. Maybe I'm not the best. Maybe. But the thing is that I emote. I'm afraid of singing.
But
my point is that I'm afraid of it, and that's what I decided to do, follow my fear. Well, I've been doing that for like 15, 20 years, since about age 15, and I'm 32 now. I have been following my fears. Somebody taught me early on that if there's a fear there, that you don't run away from it, that you go after it and not trying to conquer it, but just like invite it into your being, or put your arms around and go, hey, Mr. Fear, come along.
I'm fearful of some of the stuff that Andy used to do, and I'm not sure I'm going to follow it.
And yeah, you like showing my ass on TV. You think I want to do that?
Well, you
No.
showed me your penis last time you were on Loveline, the TV show.
Hey, what is there a guy here? I heard something about me. I have to be.
Amazingly, the guy that called last night, remember he had a rash on his penis and I couldn't really determine what it was?
Right.
He came down here.
I have to make the examination.
So I'm going to look, and I agreed to do it.
And
I'm gonna have to be
Andy's
in
going to be our celebrity ogler.
He's going to be like the
I'm the
chaperone.
celebrity doctor.
Chaperone. And,
Okay.
We'll do it later, maybe.
Do you have
after
rubber
the song.
gloves? Because I'm not gonna. Okay, I
Oh,
need rubber gloves too. 'Cause
true,
I'm
you-
not gonna touch it with my.
You
bare
just bring
hands.
those in?
You know they have gloves in the in the first aid kit.
So you're going to handle the peni?
I got to do the exam.
Let me tell you how I am around the penis. Can't hide
We've got
from
to
the
create a
penis.
medical record.
You know in the detective movies where the guy gets onto the crime scene early and he doesn't have gloves, so he uses like a ballpoint pen to pick up the gun and carries it sort of gingerly over to a evidence bag? That's how I am with the penis. I'll use like a pen to lift it, to look at it. I'll thump it a couple times with the pen, you know.
What are you trying to get it hard?
Well,
Why would you thump it?
See,
Just
see
let
how
me
the,
enjoy my
weenie, please. See how
Who's
the
saying
reflexes are. All right, don't freak Andy out. He hears enough voices, Mike.
What is that?
All right, Andy, we're going to talk about sobriety and rehab for
Oh.
about 2 minutes, and then we're
Okay.
going to the phone. Now,
Okay.
how long have you been sober?
7 months.
And
I went into a place called Promises. It's all in the show on Saturday night.
all right, but
but
a
I
lot
went
of us
into it-
won't be there.
Well, thanks a lot.
Well, I didn't mean it that way,
Thanks
honey,
a
but
lot.
we have a lot of listeners in a lot of different parts of the
Why aren't
country.
you two going to be there?
We're-
You know who's going to be there? Ben Stiller,
What night? Is Saturday night?
Sandra Bullock,
Wow.
Andrew Dick.
I don't know who the last one is, but if Sandra Bullock's
on.
going to be there.
No, they might not show up.
All right,
I invited.
tell
them.
us
I
the
invited
re-
a lot of people.
tell us about the
Hopefully they show
rehab.
up. Rehab was one of the. Well, it was hard. It was tough. It was hard.
Do you know where you went, Drew? Do you know the place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Promises. It's
Yeah.
very
good.
It's great.
Where
It's
is it?
excellent. Sobered my ass up right quick.
Is it in the city?
Sobered my drunk ass up right quick.
And how long did you have to hang out there?
30 days and 30 nights. There's a song in my show called
you-
30
what'd
Days,
you do
30
after that?
Nights. I went out and had a beer.
What was
Wait
your
a
drug of
minute.
choice?
My drug of choice was marijuana,
Really?
but it led to other very bad things.
So you're pretty
Very
much,
bad.
I mean, you were in
I
for all
followed my
drugs.
fears in a bad way.
You were connected to everything,
I
right?
did. I have tried everything. I even tried this drug called glass, and I have a theory about it. I
Glass
think
is
glass.
amphetamine?
You know what I think? Well, it's kind of like that Special K thing, which I also.
Ketamine, yeah.
I think glass is actually ground up window panes they're so fine that when you put them up your nose, they get into your blood vessels, they go into your brain and actually chop up your thoughts.
Andy, you got to do a PSA because, you know, when you see Hal Linden sitting around talking about not doing drugs,
The
it, doesn't,
more you know.
it just doesn't. It doesn't strike home like it would if Andy. So, Andy, you went there. You stayed 30 days. Is that a long stay, Drew?
Average.
Average 30 days?
Just
There
basic.
was a
basic.
guy there for 9 months. There was
Yeah, but he
there was
worked
some people
there, Andy. You got to
some-
be fair.
No. No, he was there, and he wouldn't leave because he knew if he left, he would go out. As
If
they
you-
say.
Now, how
on-
much does something like that cost?
It depends on the program.
$21,000.
Really?
Do you want to help me pay?
It's got to come right out of your pocket, huh?
I came.
Insurance
right out of
doesn't
my-
pay for that?
Not
It
in-
really doesn't. The
It
insurance will
didn't.
pay for the detox, and that's about it.
It didn't pay for mine. I don't know what was up with that.
And what did you do
I
there
had to
for
pay
30 days?
21,000. You know how much cocaine I could have bought for that?
And what did you do there for 30 days?
We did a lot of chores. I cleaned a lot of toilets. You know, when I first got there, they said, you're going to be making your own bed, and you're going to be scrubbing the toilets and taking out the garbage. And I'm like, no, I can't touch that. People take a crap in that.
You're talking about the bed? Or the toilet?
It's a way of creating structure, and then they put them in process groups and bond them up with their peers and start working on 12-step oriented interaction.
We go to nightly meetings of AA.
Did somebody drag you over there, or did you go
I
yourself?
had an intervention.
Oh,
My ex-girlfriend
oh,
Lena.
that is hairy.
One early morning, came in with a doctor, and I had just crawled into bed. I think it was like 7, 8 a.m. I was just laying down. I think maybe I was down for a couple minutes. They came in. They said, "Look, we have to talk to you." It was very emotional. They were crying. The doctor was like, "This is serious, Andy. We have somewhere where you can go," and. All I said was, look, could you guys just come back later? I really need to get some sleep.
And
I said, leave, just leave. But that gets the ball rolling. You know, it got the ball in my brain. It got my balls rolling.
Who did your intervention?
What is his
Ed
name?
Storty?
No, you know
Mike
him.
Myers?
Mike Myers.
It's a different Mike.
Oh. Dana Carvey? No. Who was it?
Eugene
You know him.
Levy.
He's from Promises, and
Joe Giacometti?
no, and he was politically.
all right, this
Right.
is horrible
Murphy?
radio.
Murphy?
I don't
Listen,
know,
I don't.
doctor.
I'm going to do an intervention on you two, and
Right.
please shut up about the intervention.
Anyhow,
already.
a couple
Did
days.
you go that night? or
No,
did- no.
I think 2 days later, I checked. I kind of collapsed in a little puddle on my front porch in a sobbing, weeping mass, and she had to pretty much scoop me up in her arms and put me in the Jeep and bring me out there, and I stayed there for 30 days. And
Wow.
it was messy.
Do you have a sponsor now?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
Good.
All right.
You going to meetings every day?
No, I did. I went twice a day for a while.
For how long?
Months and months.
What meetings are you going to?
I go to these celebrity meetings.
What-
They're
what-
small.
AA?
Yeah,
AA.
they're small. They're about 10 people, and they're some people that were at Promises with me.
Good.
But I was going to the log cabin
Good.
at 7:30 a.m. every
Great.
day, and I want to get back to the log cabin, but that 7:30 that kills me.
Where's that log cabin, Drew?
Right near my house. I used to jog there. Sit there, sweating, listen to the meeting. You know, it was funny because Chris Farley took me to that meeting before he
Oh, my
passed away,
God.
and he was my sponsor
No.
for a couple days. But that was way before I ever wanted to clean up.
Before you really got sober, yeah.
Yeah, before I got sober. Before.
And by the way,
I
you don't get a
sober.
couple sponsors.
No, I know, but
Well, he's a
I know.
celebrity. He needs.
No, you got to build that intimacy with one
Relationship.
person, yeah.
He has an assistant who needed a sponsor
Do you want to be
too,
my
though.
sponsor?
Drew will sponsor you. Beck,
I don't sponsor
let's go to the phones. Beck, Farley was your sponsor. That's like a punchline almost.
What
Beck,
kind of problem did I have?
You're it's like you know you're in bad shape when Farley's your sponsor.
But he was doing well back then, and then he.
How
got
long
off
ago
the
was it?
wagon.
How long ago was it?
Well, that was years ago, like 3 years ago. He was doing great. You know, he tried to get me in and sober up, and
How much sobriety did he put together
I think
at
like
one
3
time?
years.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I've never
You know
saw
how
him.
it is when you fall off.
Yeah.
They say your addiction is just waiting in the
Oh, yeah.
closet doing
It's
push-ups.
progressing, yeah.
It's
sure.
progressing, even though I noticed it today. I am obsessive. I took a 1.5 hour bath, scrubbing every orifice in my body, and I put like these iodines and bath salts in, and then I'd empty the bathtub, then I filled it back up, and I just caught myself, and I look, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Drew, sponsor Andy,
I'm,
would you?
I'm going crazy.
make an
Why am I
exception?
He's a sponsor with some
scrubbing every?
pharmacology, though.
All right.
I'm just.
Oh, and Andy?
I'm obsessive, and I obsessed on the drugs, and now I'm obsessive
You and
about
I
cleanliness
are gonna
or
talk
sex.
on the
Sex.
commercial.
Okay, good.
Drew will talk to you.
Good.
I'm going to take a leak.
Good.
Beck, you're 18. Well, I'll be thinking about you.
Beck.
Beck.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
Becky.
Adam. Hi, Drew. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Becky. Sweet, sweet Becky. You're beautiful. Can we go out?
Go ahead, Beck. Go ahead.
I was wondering what the dangers are for breast reduction.
Death?
Don't do it.
I mean,
Death and suicide.
Dr.
Suicide
Drew
would be
said
your
death,
boyfriend.
so it's
Adam's
serious.
suicide, right.
Yeah, so it's serious.
I mean, we had this discussion today. We were filming a television show, and Diane Farr actually had her best friend die as a complication of breast
Oh, my
reduction. So I don't want to.
God.
I mean, it's a surgery. The risks of anesthesia, infection, bleeding. These are. I mean, it's a surgery. So people.
You're gonna lose my
Now,
interest.
it's a safe procedure, and women that get it generally are quite happy with it if they have it for, particularly when they have it for medical reasons. If you have
What
neck and back problems.
what size are you?
I'm a 34D,
And how much you weigh?
125 pounds,
Yeah. How tall are you?
5'7".
Man, you
18?
sound perfect to me.
Yeah.
Come over and
That to me is just a knockout body. Now, 34D is a large breast, but it's not, to me, reduction size. Why? I mean, there's 7/8 of the women on this planet would kill for 5'7", 125, and 34D.
Well, it's kind of like a bunch of reasons. Like, I can't run because it hurts
Yeah.
to run.
But they're special, you know.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I've tried, like, everything. I can't find any bras my size. And also, I was reading this study, I think it was in Time magazine, saying that girls who generally develop earlier are unhappy with their body.
I know a welder.
but that's not a reason to get it changed. That's a reason to deal with that issue.
Well, I'm just saying that's probably motivation behind it, besides all of the facts that other reasons that I deal with, you know, from day to day.
an iron bra.
But you're letting other people's intrusiveness to cause you to put a knife to your chest. Think about that. To mutilate yourself
Oh,
because other
that is
people are,
gross.
because men are assholes, basically. Right?
Well, she didn't really bring that up. I mean,
That's
she
what
sort of implied
she
it.
said the things
Can
that she
I
has to
say
deal with on a
something
daily basis.
psychologically?
That's not what I meant, you know, by
Hi, I'm
implying. I
Dr.
didn't
Drew.
mean like men.
And this is Adam
I
Carolla.
just
And you can check
don't
us out
care
on
what they
Loveline
think.
tonight at midnight on
But,
1071 The Planet. And why does it bother you at all?
Here, can I?
No.
Did she just say that? I just had an insight that maybe when you started sprouting your breasts and they drew a lot of attention, that attention, you resent that attention, and because it was really like inappropriate attention, like maybe even somebody touched them inappropriately or
Yeah,
molested
that's-
you or something like that. Did something like that happen? Probably, maybe, right?
Well, that's the kind of thing she's talking about.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
It is?
Well, I mean, the fact that people don't look her in the eye, they look, right?
Well, did you ever get molested?
I wasn't molested.
But nothing?
Well, I mean, you know, once when I was 12, you know, my friend's dad put his hand at my shirt, and I was just like left. Then I was like,
All right, so
that's
you're healthy.
That's molested.
Well, it's
That's called molestation.
It's at least an attempt.
But you got to know that is being molested.
All right, so Beck is 18. Beck has a 34D. That's not grotesquely large.
It'd be a shame
She's
if-
young. I think she ought to just wait on this one a little
Yes,
bit.
absolutely. And we couldn't really get zeroed in on her, but really, these are issues other people have brought upon her, and and she may feel very comfortable with her body.
Well,
3 or 4
plus
years.
she's out of the woods now. She's 18. I mean, she's not 13 with a C cut.
right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so hold off, Beck. It just breaks my heart. That's all. Oops, I don't know why I pressed that line. Max,
Yeah.
you're 17. What's going on?
I'm attracted to gay-looking guys, and I know that.
Hi, how are you?
You watch news radio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you like
Actually,
me?
The one reason why I started watching it is because of him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I
Really?
love
My friend
you.
was like, oh my god, there's like this really cute guy, and you gotta see him. I was like, why? She goes, because he looks gay. I was like,
Woo! Rock on!
yeah.
That's depressing.
So you were like,
I have accepted it, though. I have accepted that I look, sound, and act gay, and I do
I
have...
think he's very cute.
oh, he is.
Well, it's me. It's me talking. Hey, what, how old are you?
Well, what are you,
I'm
Andy?
17.
Are-
I'm turning 18 in a couple of days.
Perfect.
Andy, if
Listen,
you declared a major sexually,
right now,
Write
I
that
am,
down,
this
Drew.
is good. That is a good one. Right now, I'm 90% into women. Right now, there's always that 10%. You know,
out of 180%, or
No. I just got this girlfriend of mine left me. We had about a 3 or 4 month relationship, and we were monogamous with each other. I was in love with her.
3 months.
Lacey.
Weren't you?
She's coming. She's coming back home. It's not home. But she's coming back to visit me tonight.
Didn't you date that little cute blonde-haired girl I saw at that K-Rock event
5
with?
years. We had 2 children.
Not
5
her.
years. Oh.
That little cute blonde one from like She's the Butler or something.
Wait,
too young.
We, no. Her and I, we just went out.
Just friends.
Just friends for one night.
Oh,
And
okay.
she has never called me since.
I understand.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
fine.
off there. All right, so Max,
Yeah.
you like the gay guys or gay-looking guys?
Good-looking guys.
Well, are you beautiful? And you're young. You're so beautiful, aren't you?
I guess.
Are you? How do you hook me and her up? Get her number. Tell me.
Max,
Wait, you can't tell me on the.
do you make any association between this attraction and anything else you're feeling or anything else in your life? Can you make sense of it?
Who cares?
Hang on. Let's just ask
She's
him
got
a
a
question.
problem. I'm gonna go.
She
with
may
the
not have a
problem. I'm gonna
problem.
take advantage of her problem.
It may not be a problem, but what do you think?
I don't know. I just feel kind of weird about it because my friends kind of they don't think it's normal.
Have you had a
Because,
boyfriend?
Like, all my friends are like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and I'm like,
Andy Dick.
yes.
Hey, I think it's fine. I think you're normal.
Have you had a boyfriend?
Okay, you're normal.
Have you had,
You're normal, Max.
Shut Andy's mic off for a
have
second.
you had a
would you?
boyfriend, Max?
By the way, that's a record, Andy. We made it 22 minutes into the show before the mic got shut off. Just keep it shut off for a second there, Mike. Go ahead.
Max, you ever had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
He broke up with me to be with another guy.
Well, he was gay too.
He was
So
bi.
so you really are not just guys that look gay. You're into gay guys.
Don't hang up on her.
All right, but no, I'm putting her on hold. Here's the deal. I'm guessing anytime a woman is attracted to gay men, I say they're scared of relationships.
There's something about in that category going on.
Well, when you're attracted, as a woman, when you're attracted only to married men or to gay men, it means you don't want to be in a relationship and you can't handle that intimacy because you can't have a relationship
but
with a gay man or a married man,
Yeah, but
hypothetically.
at another level, though, it's an attempt to again get power over man in a different way.
Your mic's on. Don't
try
fret.
to try to resurrect them. Try to pull them away from their whatever they're committed to, whether it's a man or a wife.
All right.
I think she's different. She made it clear that she is attracted to gay-looking men.
Yeah,
okay?
but then she dated a guy who was gay.
Yeah.
Well, because gay-looking men sometimes maybe are gay.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. Drew, you have a penis to stare at.
Let's
yeah,
go.
but I also have to work on Andy for a few minutes.
You have to do an assist, like perhaps a ball cupping while Drew's staring at the penis.
Fine.
I'm going to take a leak and see
I'll
if
do what I have
can't
to do.
grow beard in the next
Then we're going to hear from his
4
band,
minutes.
too,
And then the band is going to be in
better
here,
set up.
and Andy's going to be jamming with the band. So all that after this. Loveline. Adam Carolla over here, Dr. Drew over there, Andy Dick under there. I don't know where Andy is. I'm not sure if Andy knows where Andy is. Andy Dick's Circus of Freaks is the name of the show. It's going on 10th. That'd be this Saturday at the Key Club in Hollywood, I'm guessing, on Sunset Boulevard. Drew, thanks for returning the old one to me. Dr. Drew's over here. Now, here's what we're going to do. Drew, did you look at a penis during the break?
No, I'm going to do that next break.
Okay. And where's Andy?
He's talking to Max on the telephone. There he
Okay.
comes. I hear him.
Hey, Andy, all right. Hey, Andy.
No, I'll do it next week.
Andy, shut the door. Drew, somebody shut the door, please. No one's aware we're doing a radio show.
Are we on the air?
Wednesday nights, 9:30, NBC. That would be the news radio. Bitches of the Century is the name of Andy's band. Just chuckling because Andy's looking at a notebook and it's making me nervous.
Well, I read the lyrics, so I don't have to worry about them.
All right. Well, that makes sense to me. Now, what's the name of the first one you guys are going to do?
Well, each song kind of fades into the other song, and they melt into each other. And we have titles, but
Okay.
it doesn't.
We'll get
this
past
first one's
that.
Circus of Freaks.
What is at what point of the show is this song? Is this the opening?
This song, there is an opening that is so nasty. I can't describe it, and I don't want to give any surprises away. The show kind of breaks down in the beginning. I don't want to give too much away. And then this song is about the second song in the show. Isn't it the second song? Yeah. Let's just go into it.
All right, now wait a minute, who needs my mic? Does anyone need my mic?
We don't need it yet.
Oh, we're okay. Oh, Drew, you got to give your headphones to the drummer.
Well, then he can't hear. Oh, you can still hear.
Yeah, Drew can hear. He's sitting here. All right, boys. This is, and by the way, Drew's so tired he wasn't going to argue. Bitches of the Century is the name of the band. Andy Dick is the name of the leader. And Andy, can you perform? Are you all right?
Yeah, I can do it.
All right. This is a little something from Andy's Circus of Freaks, and take it away, Andy.
The circus is coming to town. We're all going to take you down. 'Cause I'm the freak with fizz. That's the kind of man what I is. Throw out your TV. You're all in theater now with me. Because Lamont has pierced his nipple. Red Fox and Esther drink Ripple. This is my dance break. I'm rubbing my nipples now. 2, 3, 4. We're all a bunch of freaks, giving you the jitters and the tweaks. Oh, there's gonna be a quiz. That's the kind of man what I is. Swear off your TV. You're all coming with me. Because Wojo eats fish. Barney Miller's secret wish. Uh-oh, I'm a robot. Look at me, I'm a robot. The chicken-eating geeks are not for the faint of heart or meek. The dark side of showbiz, that's the kind of man what I is. I said, fuck your TV. You're all in hell now with me. Because Don Knotts has his eye on Aunt Bee's hairy clam pie. La, la, la.
And I'll take a plate of that. A la mode, if you know what I mean.
Anyways, let's stop that song. Okay. So that's one. And then, thank you. Oh, this is a sweet one. Yeah, let's do that one.
You got the harp?
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, that's solid.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, it is. I got to tell you, I didn't know what to expect.
I know. It's good stuff. I've been working on it for a very long time.
Yeah.
All of us.
You're staying in your range, you know?
Yes, exactly. I talked my way through it practically.
Yeah, I thought you were going to try to pull off some like Ronnie James Dio rainbow thing or something, and I was going to have to go running from the room.
No.
I'm the man on the silver mountain.
No. I'm not. You know what? I don't have.
Man on the silver mountain. I don't know anything. I don't know the lyric to that song.
I found it.
But the band's hip.
Can I introduce the band? It's it's an international band directly from Beverly Hills right here. I have Andrew Little Kike Sherman. Say hi.
What's up?
From Ireland, I've got Tim Always After Me Lucky Charms Walsh. Hello, where are you?
How you doing?
There you go.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say hi to my dad earlier.
Go ahead.
Hi, Dad. He's mayor of Murrieta, so.
Wow, what alliteration.
Say hi to whoever you need to. You guys can talk if you want. And from Poland, we have Chris. How many Polacks does it take to play the drums? Sobchak.
How's it going?
Well, so it's like an international all-star
and
team here.
we actually have an American Indian in our group from the Blackfoot Reservation in Montana, Dennis Pay Me in Wampum Kane. And we don't have our keyboardist here, and he adds a lot to our band and our show. He's from England, David Remember Diana Wyndham.
Wow. Is everybody really from somewhere?
They are
or is
really
this-
from
are there
those places.
folks just from there?
Except he's not really from Poland. He's from Ukraine. He's Ukrainian, so I couldn't think of something. But everyone else is from. He is Jewish.
Israel, though.
I didn't say Israel. I
My
said
grandparents
he's
came over
Jewish.
from Ireland, Ellis Island, and all.
He's from
Wow.
Ireland. He's an American Indian.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
You want to work in another quick ditty here?
Yeah,
before we-
because this will be, because then I can introduce myself, Andy Dick.
Oh, okay.
And go. Just start singing. Right when I say Andy Dick, just start singing. That's good. Andy Dick. Hey, Dick. Not a bad name for a gay porno star. But you see, I'm not a gay porno star. Hey, it's a great nickname for your mother's dildo. But you see, I'm not a big black dildo. In a way, that wait a minute, you guys. Whoops.
Mike, you get the F word out of there?
Crazy. Dr. Drew's like, why did you didn't go into it at all, dude? I'm serious.
Don't
Did not
hit
go into it.
Andy.
No, but he
Came all the way over here from Ireland to play in your gig, and you smack him. Now, come on. All right. Let's. Oh, hey, Andy, come on. No more outbursts. Let's just take
In
it
a
from,
way,
take it from Dildo.
hey, that name set me free. I guess you could say that Dick hardened me. You changed your name, some people say. Yeah, from Danny Dick, 'cause it sounded too gay. What a strange name, if it started with Harry. Harry Dick. Now see, that would be scary. Richard Dick. There's 4, dude.
Come on, Andy, don't stop.
Sorry.
Stop punching the guitar player.
We did this on stage, and you did the same thing, and we talked about it, and we talked about. Look, just look at it right here. I have it on the lyrics.
I'll tell you, I'm putting money on the guitar player if there's money to be put down. All right.
This is like all over the country, and Tim, show me your Lucky Charms or whatever, Walsh. I'm gonna shove those Lucky Charms up your butt, dude.
You guys be better off gigging with Jim Morrison. You really would. You really would. All right, listen.
Richard
Andy,
Dick. Richard Dick.
Keep going.
How redundant. Let's see. Dick. Redundant. And then in grade school, it was first initial, and then the last. Is a Dick here? In gym class. Chorus. In a way, that name set me free. I guess you could say that Dick hardened me. One more time. Yeah, no, there's 2 at the end.
No outbursts. Keep rocking, boys.
Yeah, somehow that name becomes me. You really could say that Dick hardened me. That's it. And Princeton.
That is solid.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It's sweet. There's sweet things, there's sad things, there's grotesque things, there's nudity. There's nudity.
Who's
not the kind
who's nude?
Not the kind you like.
Wow.
I'm nude. But there, you know what? There is a young girl who gets naked on stage. If you
I got to tell you, Andy, I was prepared for the inane ramblings of a madman
You were prepared
fresh out of
for crap,
rehab, and that was solid.
Thank you.
And it told the story. And all right, listen, but you got to stop punching band members.
No, I hit him all the time. It's the only way to shape him up. Is it okay that I hit people, Dr. Drew?
Drew's looking up your condition right now. you find the picture of Andy in the book?
Great.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead, Drew.
Andy needs a little education here.
Lay it out. Go
I
ahead.
hurt my hand hitting
No, I'm
you.
not going to embarrass him with it.
You won't embarrass me. You should help me out right here, because I hit them all the time whenever they don't do it.
I'd give you the El Kabong with that.
You know
guitar,
what
I
it
gotta
is?
tell you.
He drank. He drank before this show. They all drank.
Well-
Some of them did other things too. They're all drunk and high. My whole band. Now they sound good. They sound good,
look,
but
hold
I
on.
can't make them
The
stop
guy-
drinking.
The guy's Irish and he plays the guitar.
Man, he loves his Guinness.
Please, of
It's
course he
Tim.
drinks.
Tim always after my lucky Guinness, Walsh. That's what it is.
All right, Drew, did you find Andy's condition in the
I have a
DSM-4 there?
condition. That's why you got it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
shouldn't
trying
say
to
it's 4.
find a description of it so we can understand
No,
what
it's
it's
All right.
2 Look at it.
Here's all right. Listen, hey Andy, stop your bickering, please. We're going to take ourselves a break. Drew's going to see if he can categorize Andy's condition.
I know what it is.
Oh, he knows what it is,
I'm
but we're
trying
going to find the official.
Well, no, I'm trying to find a description so he can
One,
read,
two,
so he can
three, four,
understand
two cars.
that.
All right, will you give us a little bit over the air when we come back?
Yeah, but it's-
All right, guys, that sounded great. Everybody, the bitches of the century.
I gotta go do-
Wonderful job.
Hey, I got to go do that exam.
All right, Drew, you go look at the penis.
I'm going to look at the penis, too.
I'm going to. All right, we'll be back. All righty, it is the Loveline. Adam Carolla over here, Dr. Drew over there.
Pretty surreal.
Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191.
Trying to do an exam with Andy Dick going, oh my God, oh my God, oh you poor man.
You were just feeling up Garth's penis, who called in last night.
Yeah.
He brought his infected penis down here so you
Yeah.
could have a look.
You know what's interesting? I learned something from this. Just how much I can't even begin to make judgments over the radio on people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even such as this one was, I had to make a judgment call on what I thought it was, and it was nothing, in my opinion. But I have to get all, I have to look at objective information. I have to have a lot of information in order to make a judgment.
What did the penis look like?
It looked like a little, just a chafing, basically.
Chafing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sized up Garth. He doesn't look like he'd have more than chafing. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, it's not exactly.
Herpes is very common.
You don't look like he's making the rounds. You know what I'm saying?
All I have to do is make the rounds once in the wrong place.
I know, but you play the odds in the penis game. You know what I'm saying, Drew? And I'm putting my money on the chafe. Smart bets to chafe.
I think that's correct.
How's he hung? Not so good, huh? Is he? Well, he's a little nervous, right?
I don't want you to be...
Listen, he's a tall guy.
Ask Andy, right? I can't.
I'd chub up a little, even for the doctor, because, they could go to a party, get drunk, start talking. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Talk to Andy.
Hey, if anyone sees Andy Dick's probably masturbating
No,
right
he's
now.
over there washing his hands compulsively.
This could be a good 20 minutes. Oh, here he is.
I was yelling at my man.
And washing your hands.
Andy.
Weren't
Andy.
you washing your hands?
Yeah, I was washing my hands.
Let me.
I didn't even touch it. Dr. Drew wouldn't let me touch it.
Let me tell you something in a very loving way, Andy. Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean this as a friend.
Don't hit the band.
Don't hit the band.
Well,
They're nice guys.
but they royally screwed up.
All right.
One
people
of them
That
did.
sounded
people screw
great.
up, but there's ways to
Tim,
work around
always
that.
after me, Lucky Guinness Walsh.
All right, have you found Andy's condition in that DSM-4 yet? That's
No,
the
it's
medical
here.
book.
No, it's here.
Well, I don't have any rashes. Okay,
It's
I have
here.
a rash on my brain, maybe.
How'd Garth's penis look, Andy?
It looked. I didn't enjoy the look. Of it.
Really?
It was a nice shape and it
Really?
looked good, but there was a definite rash.
There's a rash
all
there.
over it. All over it. It
Mhm.
to me it didn't look healthy.
How big was it?
Didn't look healthy. The penis, you can never tell when they're small, but it looked like it probably grew to a healthy size.
Really?
Yeah, it looked like it could.
Yeah.
It was growing as I looked at it.
Oh, yeah.
My eyes made it grow.
Yeah.
Just might stare. I must have a real sexy stare.
Andy actually undressed his penis with his eyes and then realized.
Have you ever had a metal Q-tip up your urethra?
No, I haven't.
I have. Not pleasant.
About 4 minutes ago when Drew was in here with another penile examination. That's 2 in 1
He
night.
insisted on giving me some kind of examination.
Hey, Brant,
Yes.
is the behymen still intact?
No, it's not.
It is not.
Of course not.
Oh, boy.
What's the vodka for?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Is the what still intact?
That's dipping sauce. It's like fondue.
Is the what still intact?
Gets me drunk.
The behymen. The gay men have the behymen. Women have a hymen. Gay
You know
men
what?
have the behymen.
You know, in Chicago, the musical, my friend Candy Alexander is in that. I think it might have closed. And she said that the gay dancers in this is nasty. The gay male dancers
Gay dancers, what?
in the show called their buttholes their bussies.
Oh,
They're
that is rich.
bussies.
That is rich. Gotta get in one of those dance trips. All right, so dump it. You know, I never thought about this, Drew, and we never brought it up with the whole Viagra craze over the last 6 months. But think about this. Gay men are always at the forefront of debauchery. You know what I mean? I mean, when there's a new device, it's going right in the ass. If there's a new piece of technology, it's going onto the penis. And I never thought about gay men and Viagra. But when you think about it, and you're always talking about guys taking Viagra, but I never really thought of it in a gay setting. But think about it.
They must love it.
That really makes sense now, right? I mean, gay men, you know, they like to pop the amyl nitrate, and they like
they used to, right? Those poppers.
Get into all that kind of nonsense, and I think Viagra is going to be that for the 90s and beyond.
Maybe.
Bob.
Hey, Adam, Drew, how's it going?
Good.
What's up, Harry? I want to know when Harry Dick is going to come up to North Dakota.
You're funny.
North Dakota?
Yeah.
Is that where you're calling from?
Yeah.
North Dakota?
Yeah.
We're actually taking this show on tour to some colleges. We're going to be in Auburn, Alabama, I think it is, and we're going to be, I think, in Austin, Texas.
University of Texas?
Somewhere.
We were there.
We have been kicked off the stage. That was when I was drinking, though. I got kicked off UCSD in San Diego. That was when I was drinking.
How drunk? How loaded were you?
I had to lay down.
Really?
On stage.
You know, it was funny. I don't know if you brought this on or not, but we were just talking about this last night. That I've been on stage a few times, and the idea of going out on stage stoned or drunk seems scary to me. It seems out of control. I would think everyone would know I was stoned or drunk, and I would be scared to do it.
The first time I did it, I freaked out. I sweated bullets. And because it was in Second City, and I had lines to do, and I forgot all my lines, and I had to improvise my way through it. But I rode the wave. I started learning how to go on stage, and I went on stage on every single drug.
Now,
sometimes 5 different drugs all at once. And I'll tell you what, it was never a good show, ever. I was having fun, and I thought it was a good show. But everyone always confirmed that, no, you were no good. You were embarrassing.
This, by the way, is how you remain an office boy until you're 45.
How do you, how stoned, have you been on stage in front of 1,000 people completely baked?
Obliterated.
Just stoned off your ass?
Yeah, obliterated.
That didn't freak you out?
No. It did that one first time, and then I learned how to ride the wave.
But let me ask you.
And then I needed it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I understand.
I was in front of 60,000 people introducing the Verve pipe.
Where was that?
60. The HIV
Festival. HFS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you in Washington, D.C.
I was definitely drunk and probably high also.
I was drunk when I did that too. But I mean, you just went out and said hi and said, "Here's the bird five."
Yeah. Yeah. So that was easy. But.
All right, but
no, remember, I took my clothes off and I had them silly string a bikini on me.
Oh, that's right. Boy, remember? Drew, you missed all the fun over there in D.C. And I ran into you watching Ben Folds at a gig, I think, like the night before in D.C. somewhere.
Yep.
But here's...
Is that where we were watching? I didn't even remember that.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Doing stand-up or doing a show, how many beers, no other drugs, let's just say booze for a minute, would you go out on?
Well,
because I could see going out on 1 beer just to sort of take the edge off it a little bit. But anything over 3 beers, and especially 5 or 6, I'd be screwed.
Build up that tolerance, and when I think at UCSD, I was very, very, I had been drinking all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just... gone.
Are you trying to find a way, Adam, to be able to do this?
No, you know,
what's the deal?
Why are you?
Here's why I'm trying to quantify it, because I hear
it doesn't work. It was a horrible show. They turned the mic off and turned the lights off.
Oh, you really must have been acting out.
I was gone. I don't even remember. Then they removed me from the campus with security guards.
Really? Did you get paid?
And they did not pay me.
Did you bitch?
Oh, yeah.
That's the beauty of it. You probably tried to sue them, right?
Well, they wrote an article about me in TV Guide and really raked me across the coals about how I bought, because I had a band back then, too. You know, I've had this band, a band for 10 years or whatever. But we went to a liquor store before the show, and we bought $200 worth. They called it liquor. $200 worth of liquor, and they said that in TV Guide, and it wasn't for me and the band, but they made it look like I was going to drink $200 worth of liquor. There's no way.
It was a trio, by the way, so it was like $50 worth of liquor each.
No,
$50 worth
It
of
was for the party after that.
generic
never
malt
happened.
liquor.
It was for the party after. It never happened.
Oh, okay. All right. But here's the point. However much you spent on booze, you were toasted
So
when you're out
I
there.
was out of it, and it didn't work, and it never has.
Okay. So all you
It came
budding,
out of fear. It came out of fear. I was trying to mask my fears.
Here we go again.
I was but I was nervous, and I didn't want to face my fears.
You are.
I masked them.
Let me be honest with you. You're rationalizing way too much.
No, well,
Just turn it over a little bit.
Well,
Just accept you did what you did. It was
I
part
did
of
what
your,
I
part of your
did.
addiction.
I did what I did.
And some of it may not have a rational explanation.
Oh yeah,
All
that's
right.
better.
Thanks,
to say
sir.
that, yeah.
James,
Yeah,
you're 15.
yeah. I was sleeping over at my friend's house like a while ago, and I saw his sister naked.
Delicious.
That
How
is
old is
good.
she? How old is she?
24.
Delicious.
At 15, could you imagine?
Delicious. His voice isn't even fully changed. Listen to him.
Yeah, and so now I like have trouble like talking to my friend about it, or about like even like going over to his house.
Did she do it on purpose?
I don't think so.
How did you? What were you peeping? Were you peeping, Tom?
No, I was walking by and she opened the door and she didn't have her towel on all the way.
Does
Completely naked.
Anybody knows? Does she knows you saw this then?
I don't think so.
So what are you so embarrassed about?
I just can't. I don't know. I'm just afraid she might know, and I don't want to like.
You know what? Know that even if she does believe you saw her, she's okay. She's all right.
She's 24. She should be out of the house anyway.
24-year-old got spotted by a 15-year-old. She's all right. Probably embarrassed for about 3 seconds and then forgot that it ever happened.
She probably doesn't know. If she does, she's laughing it off.
And she's already forgotten about it.
And you got something to
Guaranteed.
think about when you're
And it's
playing with
it's not like you're crawling under the house with a drill and a penlight flashlight or something. You're walking past the door. What the hell's this question? That's not a
He's just
question.
nervous.
All right, Lisa,
Yeah.
you're 50. Oh, you're 20.
Yep.
Sorry about that. What's going on?
Do you like gay-looking men?
No.
Fine.
But, Andy Dick, I wanted to congratulate you on your sobriety.
Thank you, sweet goddess.
7 months.
7 months.
Good job.
Thank you. Are you sober?
I'm
You don't-
sober.
You're sober, or you don't have a problem, or are you?
I don't have a problem.
So you drink a little
Which is
bit.
good because my dad was an alcoholic.
Oh, good.
But I've never met him, so
Mhm.
I'm okay.
All right.
I also wanted to comment on the fact that one of your band members is Blackfoot Native American.
Yes.
I have a little bit of Blackfoot in me.
Oh, great.
Well, let's talk to him. Oh,
Right,
I see.
bring him in
Okay.
here.
I didn't get the joke.
That's quite a coincidence.
How much Blackfoot you got in you?
Probably like an eighth.
How much do you have?
Andy had a little brown dick in him. Just
How much do you have? How much?
now, that is Drew. You know the American Indians have that capacity for the fire water.
They got the gene.
That is. Would you say that would be the #1 ethnic group not to drink? I mean, if you were trying to steer somebody away
That was
from
going to
the-
be his middle name. It was going to be Dennis. I love my fire water cane.
I think that the 3 clearest ethnic groups where there is a profound biology is Scottish, Irish, and North American Indian.
Oh God!
but
my
the-
whole band.
But don't the
And me.
Indians react to it differently?
There even seems to be a very special biology there. Yeah.
Because
Is there
Irish are
also-
just used to being drunk. I mean, you know, a Irish guy do a Rubik's cube blindfolded, loaded.
He drinks all the time, every day.
Oh, really? Now does he get nutty?
Tim always after my Lucky Guinness. Walsh.
Tim, do you go
He
crazy?
doesn't get nutty. He never gets drunk.
Oh, all right. Well, he
He's
doesn't have that.
smooth sailing all the way. He just forgets the chords.
All right, but
Gets when to
he
come
doesn't
in or
he
when to
doesn't have
stop.
that. All right, Lisa,
You're so
Yep.
tired.
what is your question?
My question was about my fiance. We're not officially engaged, but I don't have a diamond ring or anything. But
Boyfriend.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but our parents know each other and they love and all that.
Okay.
stuff. He's gotten better, but he's always been kind of on the jealous side, and he's a little bit obsessive, compulsive.
Yeah. What's he do?
And he knows it when he's being jealous, and he knows.
What are the
that
manifestations of his obsessive compulsiveness? How does that manifest?
Like after I get off work, he wants to know. He has to know everything about my day.
Yeah. Well, that's just jealousy. It's not
Yeah.
obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
It's
That's
sort of
how I used to be.
obsessive.
That's how I
It's
used to be.
intrusive and controlling, that sort of stuff.
That's how I used to be.
Were his
with my
parents
girls.
alcoholics too?
Well,
No, his mom drinks, but not to get drunk, but she drinks.
Has she had a history when she's escalated further beyond that?
I don't.
He's behaving like a codependent.
That's how I was. That's how I was,
So-
and it's no good. I finally let the girls go. I saw how much I was just hurting them, and I said, please run as fast as you can away from me. And they did.
Wow, Andy.
Well,
But
I
then,
had
like-
to. I did the same thing, and it's abusive. It's completely
It is.
abusive.
It's emotional abuse.
Anytime you're not being respectful of the other person's needs and ability to be separate, that's abusive.
And you want to get someone to cheat on you?
That's how.
That's the fastest.
That's how you
That
do it.
is the fastest
yeah, it worked
way.
for me. It worked for me. Come see the show. I have a whole song about that.
Maybe you sing that one next. Can you?
I could. That's
Sing
a
it next.
really good
Sing
one.
it next.
Okay. Okay.
So, Lisa,
As far as his obsessiveness, in his room, he has everything set up in a certain way. And if I go and move something so that it's not the way it was, he has to go and move it back.
All right. That's,
Does he take 1.5-hour baths?
No, but when he was younger, he says for like 2 years, he used to constantly wash his hands.
Oh,
all right,
he's really.
Lisa, you better marry this guy fast before someone else snatches him up.
what is your question?
Please.
What is your question for us?
I want to know if he's going to outgrow it or
Hard to tell.
because he's gotten better.
Outgrow, I don't think, but if
Well,
he worked hard on it. I mean, I happened to be in
he can
therapy.
work-
I had to go
yep.
to rehab. I had to do this
That's
and
right.
that.
He's got to work on it.
It doesn't just go away.
Well, but he's sort of in late adolescence, and sometimes this stuff is a lot worse during adolescence, and it can get better in adulthood. But in all probability, he would require some real work.
Let me ask you something about biology, though, Drew, because I know when I was 21, 22, 23, I had a hell of a lot of energy toward
Yes.
chaos.
How about 15, 16?
I was just getting into my own. But well, here's what I'm saying. Part of the stuff that's calmed me down over life, a little therapy, a little learning, a little listening to AM radio. But the other part is just the biology.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, Andy had a mission at 22, 23. I don't think you could have talked him out of it.
Yes.
And now, it's somewhere around 30, 31, he was ready
Yes.
to stop. Is that 10, 15 years of doing it, or is that the biology starting to slow down?
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
Yeah.
So you do kind of grow out.
Well, I mean, even like severe personality disorders and stuff, and we talked a lot of borderlines and narcissists in this show, and those people reach 4th, 5th decade of life, a lot of that stuff settles down.
Well,
if they don't die in the meantime.
It's like,
Exactly.
they say, 90% of the violent crime is perpetrated by guys, 17 to 24 or something like that.
Really?
And there isn't a whole lot of guys in their 60s out killing people. Once in a while you hear a story about some 78-year-old guy who holds up a bank, but then it's funny. I don't know why. There's a novelty to like a 74-year-old guy kicking the crap out of somebody. But that is
I
a
still
lot
want to
of...
do that. I have this thing where I want to rob a bank before I die.
Well, you beat the crap
Just
out
for
of
fun.
your guitar player
I know.
just now, so you can check that one off the list. Yeah, but you can't hold a bank up. It'd be like, hey, it's
No, but-
Andy Dick from News Radio.
No, like later, like you said, like when I'm 70.
Oh, okay. Yeah, call me up. I may go with you on that one.
Okay, see?
Steven, you're 12.
Yeah, hi.
Where are you calling from?
Redondo Beach.
Alrighty. What's going on?
Well, can I just say, I love Loveline. I really like the show, and Adam Carolla, you're just absolutely hilarious, and Dr. Drew, you're very smart at practically everything.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thanks.
My goodness, sir, you sound quite... You have your stuff together. You sound
12 years
great.
old.
You sound great, sir. I can't believe this guy's only 12.
Can you imagine where any one of us would have been at 12?
Not where you are.
Just think about that.
I would never have been able to make a phone call at 12.
Wait, what grade are
I
you in,
can't-
Steven?
7?
Me, I'm in 7th grade.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
imagine that you have any kind of problem. Do you have a problem, or do you just call it? I can't imagine any kind of problem.
What happened?
What is it?
Well, I've masturbated, and now
Oh.
there's like this big
Oh my-
like rash on the head of my penis, and it's like
Did you irritate it?
Goodness.
I mean, you rubbed too hard on it?
Huh?
Did you
goodness.
rub it too hard or something?
No.
I didn't learn how to masturbate till I was like 17.
You said you were masturbating since you were 4 last time you were in here.
They took you to a urologist when
That's what the doctor said.
never been
The
to
doctor
something
told my mom that I had been masturbating too much. I don't have any recollection of masturbating, and I didn't learn how. I learned from a friend.
Okay.
When I was 17.
You and Adam-
Stephen, are you
I'm not
producing any results at 12?
Huh? No.
No, you're just sort of honing your skills for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just probably chafed it. I wouldn't worry about it. There's really nothing
Wait
much
a
you can do,
minute.
Stephen, with
Can you
your
have
hand.
an orgasm at that age?
You can. Some guys do. But
Stephen, you're not having an orgasm, are you?
No.
Okay.
It can
Just
happen.
settle down and stop touching yourself.
I only have so much time for the penis minus the orgasm. You know, I can only put so many
But
hours.
you guys, honest to God, my mom took me to the doctor because I couldn't go to the bathroom, and the doctor told my mom that I masturbate too much. That was when I was like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. I don't
Oh,
even
it's just
remember.
it was when he was already 5, Adam. Come on.
No, but that's what my mom told me later in life, and I went, what are you talking about? Because I didn't learn how to masturbate until I was like 17 from a guy friend of mine. And I'm like,
Well,
what?
let's-
You can
How
make
did-
yourself come? I didn't even know.
And they would,
I had came many times. I had a lot
Adam's
of
friend
blowjobs.
handed him a toothbrush, electric toothbrush.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And said, here, use this.
Just sit on the toilet and put this thing on your dick.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Hell yeah.
Did it make you come?
I brought it with me.
I became your best friend. Did you have a name for her?
I'm gonna marry that toothbrush. What did?
Did you have a name for her?
Yeah, I named it Lucille. You know, like it was Bo Diddley. No, who named his guitar? B.B. King. Yeah, I named my toothbrush. It was one of those old-time electric ones. It just went. And he'd been working himself with the thing for so long. He used to pack it with him. I swear to God, I said, what the hell's that in your backpack, toothbrush? Oh, where are you going? Well, just, you know. You never know.
I wonder how you got that out of him too. What he was doing with it.
Hey, he didn't care.
Oh.
So he was.
But it worked for you,
I didn't
honestly.
start masturbating until I was like 16.
Me too. Well, I was like 17, 18.
And then it was like I had to drop out of school at that point. I mean, once I started, I had to quit
When I
school.
learned
Well, I mean,
too, I know.
homeschooling, but
Yeah. Did you do homeschooling?
no, no. I lived near the school, so I could get
Let's
back
get
fast.
Andy's band back in here.
Okay.
But first, let's go to break.
Yeah, and let me just clarify something. I didn't put the thing in my ass or anything.
I
It
know,
just
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. You left the brush part on?
It's like a vibrator.
yeah, I
but you
didn't
left
do
the
it.
brush
I didn't
on.
do it with the bristle part. You do it with the smooth part.
And it just kind of touched it to it, and it just vibrated it.
And it just sat there on the toilet, and I just stared at my penis for like a half hour, going.
Did it make you have an orgasm?
Yeah, I was like, hey, this is. Oh, Christ, no! It was. Luckily, I think he had a couple different attachments. I don't think that was his. That was like his loner attachment.
No.
Oh yeah. All right, Drew.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true or not.
Andy will be back with his band.
Don't mess up anything back there.
But you minded your P's and Q's and everything was good.
Yeah, I peed and I queued a little bit.
Andy Dick is our guest tonight. You know him from News Radio, 9:30 Wednesday nights on NBC. Dr. Drew's here, of course, and Andy's
Tell them about the show.
band is back in the studio.
Well,
the
we have a
Bitches
show.
of the Century.
Yeah, the Bitches of the Century. We have a show this Saturday night at the Key Club. It used to be Billboard Live. It's on Sunset. I don't know the exact address. To buy tickets, you have to call Ticketmaster, I think.
That's right.
Is there a number?
There certainly is. 213-480-3232.
This Saturday night, 8 o'clock. It is almost sold out, I think, and it's a strange show. This is a song. It's a musical. It's a musical. It's a musical in the vein of the old rock operas. And this is a song about a girl that I went out with for about 5 years, and it was exactly what that caller talked about. I was obsessive, I was insane, and I stayed that way for years. I trapped her.
And
Okay.
was this your wife? Did you eventually marry?
We never got married, but we had 2 kids.
2 kids. All right. And this is a little ditty about that time in Andy's
And
life.
it's loosely based on that. This is even more mild than the things I did, in a way. In a way, yes and no. It's like I bend reality in a way to make it interesting for the kiddies.
Is the band familiar with the song?
You better be. You better be.
All right. Andy, no outbursts. Don't punch anybody.
The waiting room, what a place for our first kiss. Isn't it weird that we both have the same therapist? All my time with you was so precious. I know we'll probably wind up being Mr. and Mrs. I wined and dined you at the Ritz, remember that? I drank so much I got the shits, remember that? I got you that facial and then that massage, what about that? But you never would let me give you a colonic, what was up with that? Whatever. I'm not stalking you, I'm just calling a lot. I'm not trying to upset you, I'm not. Who's this Kevin guy? I think I should know. I didn't give up 3 weeks of my life just to let you go. Oh no, I don't give up that easy. Come on, I think we can work it out, sweetie. For 19 days we were in love, you bitch. Oh my God, what did I just say? I didn't mean it! But you took your dog and all the booze and I got Jack. Oh, those Betsy Johnson skirts and Prada shoes, I think I want those back. I took your picture down off my bedroom wall. I have to admit though, I kept the whole collage up hanging in the hall. You know that collage? That collage that I made of you and the pictures of me. I kind of cut me out and pasted you up on the wall, and I made this whole the love collage. Remember pictures to the collage. See, I took them when you were sleeping. You can check them out if you want. Just go on the internet, girlfriendsleep.com. I get a lot of email about them. I don't think you look fat in any of them. I'm not stalking you, I'm just calling a lot. I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm not. Oh, I saw that Kevin guy. I thought you should know. He seems nice, but it's time for him to go. That's right, he should get out of the picture right quick. In fact, you know what? I think he should probably suck my dick. You heard me. I said he should probably suck my dick. I'm fine alone. Don't worry about me. I said I'm fine! Oh, you don't understand, but I know that you're still mine. We've got the perfect relationship in my head. Just like that one movie, Ted, Bob, Carol, and Alice. Did I say Ted? You know, that movie that you made me watch, that movie, I didn't even understand it. You're like, that's so us. You're Bob and Carol, and I'm Ted and Alice. I didn't even know what the we're talking about, but I went along with it because I love it. Oh my God, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm so sorry. I'm not stalking you, I'm just calling a lot. Look, I'm not gonna rape you or anything, okay? I'm not. Oh, where's that Kevin guy? Have they found him yet? You know, they're looking in the totally wrong place. I bet. Oh, I finally got him to suck my dick. In fact, why don't both of you suck my dick? A little bit hardcore.
Everybody.
A little bit scary.
Oh, that is rock solid.
Don't you like it?
I was the one that told him to do that one. I didn't realize what was the content entailed.
I told you.
Or Engineer Mike's fingers hurting from hitting the dump button on the F word there. Oh, he sprained a finger. That's it. He's out. He's out for next week.
Isn't it a good one, though?
Andy, let me make a couple of
points abundantly clear.
Yeah. Thank God you're crazy, because normal people don't create like this.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
So I shouldn't take the drugs.
This is art, and this is where art comes from, and you got to be a little bit off center and a little bit effed up to sit down and do this stuff. But look back at all the great artists throughout history, whether they be painters, composers, poets, all could have used a little Depakote.
Van Gogh. Dylan Thomas.
Right.
When I stopped doing all the stuff,
too ripe an age.
Yeah, but you're mentioning them now, aren't you? What about all those people who lived to 95 who you don't know?
Monet. Monet.
All right,
Yeah,
Trey.
there are problems with my brain because I just got off of a 4-day depression.
I've told you. You know what you need to do.
I know. Yeah, take that drug.
All right. Well,
another drug.
Why
don't I go back on the pot?
That's a medication.
Let me.
I used to say that about pot.
But it is to correct a biology.
Who cares what you say about pot?
Pot is
though?
my medication. You need to take some vitamin M.
And by the way, do you have any pot? You know that you're left over now that you're sober?
Me and you smoked out before.
We did?
Yeah, many times.
Oh my!
No.
Many times.
Couple. Once.
All right, that's good enough.
Whatever.
All right, Circus of Freaks is the name of the show. It's at the Key Club. That's coming up this Saturday at 8 o'clock. We're going to take a break
Call
and then
Ticketmaster.
We'll promote talk to what you call it real quick. See what we're going to talk to after the break.
Okay, we'll sell this. And again, the brilliance of Andy Dick.
Thank you.
Mark, you're 26.
Yeah, I'm 26, and I'm from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal?
I've been a cross-dresser since I've been, like, a little kid, but I'm not anymore. I live as a guy. I don't want to be a woman, but it's, like, really eating away at me.
All right, hold on a
like
second.
you want to?
This is solid enough to carry us over through a break. Andy,
Okay.
you'll have things to say
I
about
love
this.
it. Oh, I'll tell you a story about that.
We'll be back. Oh, goody. Oh, hey! It's the show, everybody. Andy Dick is here. You know Andy from the Second Get Smart show that was out in 1985.
You're mean.
Of course, news radio, Wednesday nights, 9:30 on NBC, and now in syndication. Are you getting a chunk of that syndication money, Andy?
Small.
Really?
Small, yeah. It doesn't make you rich.
Well, it does if you're Seinfeld, right?
No, I don't think so. I think it's
$200 million he made last year. A lot of
no,
that was from the TV
was
show.
the executive producer.
Right.
I'm not the executive producer.
But even as, let me ask you
No,
this.
it's a SAG. There are just SAG rules, and we all get the same. It doesn't, even though, some people make more than others on our show. In syndication, we all get the same.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a SAG.
All the actors just get a cut.
We get a certain SAG amount. It's something like $1,000 a show.
And it's
that's
not
all.
based on what the show was sold into syndication for?
No, unless you're one of the producers or the creator.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Listen,
Wow.
that's the way it ought to be. When I used to swing a hammer, I'd build a deck. Just because a guy had a barbecue on it a year later, he didn't come over and give me $20.
Are you one of the creators of this show?
No.
Well, it's not too great then, is it?
I don't care. I don't want to get paid twice.
All right.
Actually. You're kidding, I'm trying to fake injury so I can get disability. All right. Andy, how's John Lovitz working out?
He is doing a great job.
He is. He's a talented guy.
His cough button doesn't work. He is funny and he's nice, and to have him on the show has been very healing because he was very close with Phil Hartman also. And we've talked, and we actually had to work through some hardcore issues in a lot of ways, and that was great for me, and
how did
for him.
How did the cast, deal with? Did they all deal with it in their own way, or did you guys get together and try to work some stuff out?
Yeah, we got together and had just a cast and crew
session.
Yeah, it was like a session where we all talked and told stories and cried, and then everybody went off and did their own particular drugs to help.
That's nice.
Mute and cover up the feelings.
Did you ever meet his wife?
Yeah, I knew her.
Did she always strike you as? Although we might be asking the wrong guy.
No, she was really nice. She was a really good mother and a really nice woman.
Really?
This speed.
And she had been 9 years sober, and it was just, I think
stimulants just do that to people, make them nuts.
So she was
another
stimulant death.
She was sober for 9 years and then went off and just got into the speed and just sped out?
Yeah, well, I don't know what the drug was, but yeah.
Drew, how do you know?
Because that's what people do when they're on speed. That's how they behave. They get very violent.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cocaine occasionally, but speed is the one they really get that way.
So, yeah.
OJ is a speed story.
Really?
Speed story.
Not when he's behind the wheel. I got to tell you. That was no Speed story. That thing was like, I was at work when the thing started. I drove from like West LA to La Crescenta and still caught the last 3 hours of the chase. I mean, I was like, would someone put a bullet in his tire already? Christ's sake. And by the way, when a guy, I don't want to go off too far south here, but when a guy who's accused of a double homicide with an axe threatens suicide, well, all right. You know what I mean? In retrospect, think about it. He had the gun to his temple. Wouldn't have L.A. been a little better place? And by the way, and listen, you cops, if a guy is fleeing and he's accused of double murder, double homicide, and he's potentially fleeing the country, and you catch up to him, and then he says he's going to kill himself if you approach the automobile that he's in, go ahead and approach. I'll give you that freedom. We'll take our chances. Give me a worst-case scenario. A guy killed 2 people, then kills himself by his own hand? You know what I mean? That's not anyone's fault but his own. Cops are, the problem with cops in L.A., everyone talks about how brutal they are and all that stuff, and maybe a lot of it's true, but now they're all scared essless. They can't do anything.
I got pulled over the other day. I was with my girlfriend a couple weeks ago. They pulled her over. She was driving. I haven't been driving for a while. And she, I think they just were pulling her over because she's beautiful. Then they see me and they're like, oh, shit. And then they recognize me, and this cop was like this crew-cutted, evil little man. And he said, hey, weren't you on, and meanly he said, weren't you on Donnie and Marie? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh. How'd you like that little coloring book they gave you, huh? That was special, huh? Like, really mean like that?
Really?
And first I thought, yeah, I'm on Daddy. And then he got meaner. I just went, oh, it wasn't a coloring book. It was a children's book. Like that, and I got scared.
And what happened?
I said, hey, you were watching the show. It got him.
Yeah, I'm sure he cried that
guys,
night.
Let's go to calls. We have 2 interesting calls.
All right.
That was a bad story.
Hey, real quick, though. Did you see the guy who stole the 7-Up truck last week?
No.
We are so...
Why did he do that?
He stole a whole 7-Up truck, and I think he worked for 7-Up, to tell you the truth. They gave him $100 to do it. But the point is cops are so scared to chase people in this town that when he stopped the truck and got out of the truck, there's no one around. He just got out of the truck and walked into an apartment, and a cop car didn't start pulling up till the next day. So we can't even follow anybody anymore. Please, everybody, get out of the way. Let the cops do their job.
Mark,
you're 26.
Yep.
So you've been a cross-dresser since you were a child? Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically.
And are you gay, straight? What's the deal?
Well, I guess I'm bisexual, but I mean, I want to be married to a woman.
You're married to a woman?
Welcome to the
club.
club.
I want to be married.
You don't want to marry a guy.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
done that.
I know.
It's not. I experimented because I'm a cross-dresser, so I thought that's the way I was supposed to be.
Cross-dressing really doesn't have anything to do with sexual.
It doesn't have anything to do with sexuality.
No, it really doesn't.
I want me to tell you my story?
I went as far as I'll have hairy chest and hair on my body, and because a girl turns me down at the bar, I'll go home and shave my whole body. Because I love women so much that I have
what's
to
your
have
story?
a feminine feeling. But I mean, I also
right, you want to be mom is really what it ends up being.
Hold on a second. Andy, tell us your cross-dressing story.
Well, I want him to hear. Can he hear?
He can hear it, yeah.
Okay. When I was about 15 years old, I used to dress up in general. It was role playing, it's why I became an actor too. I don't know why, but it's the same, it comes from the same seed. I used to put my dad's clothes on. I used to put my mom's clothes on, and I used to put them on, and I didn't hide it. I remember going over to my friend's house dressed in a dress and a wig, trying to I wanted to trick people into thinking that I wanted them to think I was someone else. That's what the deal was. It had nothing to do with sexuality whatsoever. I wasn't getting turned on, but I wanted to. The only thing that was exciting to me was that they thought that I was someone else, and I wasn't me anymore. And I would do that, and I would leave my mom's dresses on her bed. I wouldn't put them back. I guess I was sloppy. I was a sloppy cross-dresser, and I wasn't very pretty. But my mom and dad sat me down one day at about age 15. They said, son, we have to have a talk with you. We know We know you've been dressing up in your mother's clothing. My face went beet red, like I was doing something wrong, and I never thought there was anything wrong or anything sexual. I wasn't getting hard or getting, excited about it.
But by 15, you didn't feel a little apprehensive about putting
no
mom's taffeta on?
Flip
and
Wilson did it. No, Milton Berle did it. I mean, wasn't in touch with that there was something odd about it. I still don't think there's anything odd about it. And I don't think it has to be sexual.
All right, but
in my show, I get dressed up as a woman 2 or 3 times.
Well, that's artistic.
For me, though, it turns me on. But that same thing you saying, I want to be an actor too. But also, I'm a pothead. I'm an alcoholic. I have a learning disability.
We're like brothers.
Well, how do you know if you have a learning disability if you're drunk and stoned all the time?
No, I mean, like, I know I'll fit in entertainment businesses because of the way I am,
Yeah, you're actually, you're a little nice, really.
You'll fit into my house, that's for sure.
No, I mean, I'm like totally like, I can hang with anybody. I don't care where they come from.
All right. Well, are you pursuing your career at all, Mark?
Yeah, and my name's not really Mark. I'm not going to say what my name is.
Well, how about pursuing some recovery, too? How about...
Yeah, pursue that. And
I moved away from home. I haven't been back home for 3 years.
That won't help your substance.
And my family doesn't know. I mean, I still it's like more than that. I mean, I have flashbacks of my father calling me stupid, and I've never been sexually abused, but I have a lot of problems.
Yeah. All right. So, Mark, your first maneuver is to sober up. You got to get off all the junk.
I want to ask him one thing about what I want to hear what he means by that it turns him on. Does he get hard? Does he have an orgasm? Does he put the dress on and then rub it against himself?